What if the biggest war of your life is not against the world, but against the person you see in the mirror every morning? Not your enemies, not your competition, not your circumstances. The real battle is internal. Every day you wake up to a silent fight between discipline and comfort, courage and fear, growth and excuses. Most people lose this battle without even realizing it. They blame the world, the system, luck, or others while the true enemy remains undefeated within. To conquer yourself is the most difficult task a human can face, but it is also the most powerful victory possible. The meaning of conquering yourself. Conquering yourself does not mean suppressing who you are. It means mastering your impulses, controlling your emotions, and directing your energy toward a purpose instead of letting it leak into distractions. Throughout history, philosophers, warriors, and leaders understood that external power is useless without internal control. You can have intelligence, talent, and opportunity, but without self-discipline, all of it collapses. Self-mastery is the foundation upon which all success is built. When you conquer yourself, no external force can dominate you. Why most people never win. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, react to their phones, follow habits they never consciously chose, and repeat the same routines year after year. They confuse movement with progress and comfort with happiness. The reason most people never conquer themselves is simple. Self-discipline is uncomfortable. It requires sacrifice. It demands consistency when motivation fades. The human brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain, which is why comfort feels natural and discipline feels difficult. But comfort keeps you trapped, while discipline sets you free. The voice in your head inside your mind lives a voice that negotiates with your future. It says, "Start tomorrow. You deserve a break, or you're not ready yet." That voice is not your enemy. It is your primitive brain seeking comfort and safety. But if you obey it blindly, it will ruin your potential. Conquering yourself begins with awareness. When you recognize that voice, you stop identifying with it. You learn to observe your thoughts instead of obeying them. Control your mind, or it will control you. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation depends on feelings, but discipline depends on decisions. The strongest people are not always the most motivated. They are the most consistent. They act even when they feel tired, bored, or discouraged. Discipline means showing up when no one is watching. It means doing what needs to be done long after the excitement fades. If you wait for motivation, you will wait forever. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. The power of habits. Your life is shaped by what you repeatedly do. Habits are invisible forces that quietly determine your future. You do not suddenly fail or succeed. Your habits lead you there slowly. Small actions repeated daily compound into massive results over time. One disciplined hour per day can completely transform your life in a year. 1 hour of distraction per day can destroy it just as easily. When you conquer your habits, you conquer your direction. Fear the inner prison. Fear is one of the greatest internal enemies. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection. Fear keeps people stuck in lives they hate. But fear is not a stop sign. It is a signal. It appears when growth is near. Every level of progress demands a new level of courage. The difference between those who succeed and those who dance is not confidence, it is action despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is movement in its presence. Conquer fear, and your world expands instantly. Emotional control is real strength. True strength is not aggression, it is control. Anyone can react emotionally, but only the disciplined can respond intelligently. Anger, jealousy, frustration, and insecurity are natural, but allowing them to control your actions weakens your power. Emotional mastery allows you to stay calm under pressure, focused in chaos, and rational during conflict. When you control your emotions, you control the situation. When emotions control you, others control you. The war against procrastination. Procrastination is not laziness. It is fear disguised as delay. You procrastinate because starting feels uncomfortable. But every delay increases anxiety and self-doubt. The solution is not thinking, it is action. Small action destroys procrastination instantly. You don't need to finish everything today. You need to start. Momentum creates clarity. Waiting creates doubt. When you conquer procrastination, you unlock momentum, and momentum changes everything. Mental toughness is built in discomfort. Mental toughness is not born, it is built. It is built in early mornings, difficult workouts, hard conversations, and moments when quitting feels easy. Discomfort strengthens your mind the same way resistance strengthens muscle. If you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Every challenge you overcome becomes proof of your strength. Focus in a distracted world we live in, a world designed to steal attention. Notifications, entertainment, and endless content keep minds scattered and weak. Focus is now a superpower. When you conquer distraction, you reclaim your time, energy, and direction. Control your attention, and you control your life. If you don't decide what deserves your focus, the world will decide for you. Self-control and success. Every successful person shares one trait: self-control. They delay gratification. They prioritize long-term rewards over short-term pleasure. They understand that sacrifice today creates freedom tomorrow. Success is not luck. It is controlled behavior repeated daily. Talent opens doors, but discipline keeps them open. The philosophy of inner victory. Ancient Stoics believed that the greatest victory is victory over oneself. External achievements fade, but character remains. Discipline that does not rely on motivation, and strength that does not break under pressure. No one can take that away from you. The transformation process, self-conquest, is not a single moment. Progress comes from consistency, not perfection. Conclusion, the final truth: the greatest prison is an undisciplined mind.